Okay, so I set this up so that I have ActiveCampaign on one side and Infusionsoft on the other side. Now, I want to get into talking about the cost. How much do each one of these cost? What are you looking to pay? But before I do that, what I want to do is talk about the different uses for ActiveCampaign versus Infusionsoft. Like, who is it good for? What is it good for? Etc. So I use ActiveCampaign to do like affiliate marketing, build up an email list. I use it as like an email marketing program, okay? But then Infusionsoft I use for my other business, which is an SEO agency, a web design and SEO agency where I have clients and I have employees and I have all kinds of things I need to keep track of. So the reason I bring that up is because I am going to be getting into the CRM of each one of these. But it's really important that you understand, what each one is best for, and that'll determine how much money you're going to spend. So I hope that makes sense, and maybe it'll make sense as we go further into this, because I'm actually going to be using, my actual campaigns. I want to show you guys exactly how it's used in real life. So that being said, let's look at the cost. Let's go to the home pages of these. We can look at the cost here. Infusionsoft, also known as Keap. Okay, so right off the bat, you can see the ActiveCampaign is much more affordable, much easier to get into. And this $9 a month light version actually will do, almost everything you need. And then they price it based on, like if we go to the light, watch the price change as I change the contacts here. So for 500 contacts, $900 a month. Once you get up to 1,000, it's $25 a month. So if you're just getting started out, and you have less than 500 contacts or you have no contacts at all, you definitely go with the light. It does almost everything you need to do until you get up into some more advanced features that you may or may not need with ActiveCampaign. But then you jump over here to Keap, to Infusionsoft, and you're going to see, just to get started, it's $64 a month. And then it keeps going up from there, 120, 160. I've got over 3,000, or I've got over 4,000 contacts in Infusionsoft right now, and I think I'm paying right around 300 and something per month, 350 per month. And then I've got the highest level of Keap. The highest level which is Infusionsoft. So the cost that I'm paying is significantly more than the cost I'm paying for ActiveCampaign. My ActiveCampaign level right now is the $129, just because I have so many contacts. I have 2,900 contacts. So you can see the price differences there, but there's a reason for these price differences. It's hard to compare apples to apples because, like I said, there's such different types of platforms. Infusionsoft is made for people that have clients and need a real robust CRM, client relationship management software, where ActiveCampaign they call it a CRM, but it's more of a way to just kind of make some notes on the different email subscribers. So if you have like a membership site and you just want some basic information on your clients, ActiveCampaign would work fine. But like I need all kinds of information for my clients. I need their names, phone numbers, addresses, and I've got a team of 9 people. I have 9 employees working in this office, and we all need access to all the information on the clients. It also tracks all the emails that are sent and received from all the clients. Let's see if I can give an example here. Put myself in. I've got myself so it's got all this information, which is so powerful when it comes to, managing, ongoing client relationships. Like SEO clients is what we use. And if you go down here, you can leave all these not only notes, you can leave notes in ActiveCampaign, but notes in here. But then look, every time, an email is sent to me or an email is sent to one of your contacts, your clients, it actually tracks the email in here, and you can actually go in and view the actual email, okay? And so that is super powerful. And so that's one of the reasons that you're going to be paying more for Infusionsoft. It's made for more robust CRM where you need to track lots of clients, okay? So let's jump into, so now that we've gone through the cost, real quick, I just wanted to do a quick little interrupt here after we went over the pricing section. Prices do change on both Keap and Infusionsoft and with ActiveCampaign, and I have partnered with both of them, and I put my links down below so that when you click on those, you will be getting the best deal possible on both Infusionsoft, Keap, and on ActiveCampaign. So click the links below if you want to see the current pricing and see if there are any deals available. Back to the video. Let's jump into the comparison of the automations or the campaigns within ActiveCampaign versus Infusionsoft. So in ActiveCampaign, it's called automations. Okay. So you can see all the automations that I have in my ActiveCampaign. Now over in Infusionsoft, they don't call it automations, they call it the campaign builder. Okay, so you can see my list here and my list there. Let's look at the differences. So let's look at this. Where's a good one? Okay, so in ActiveCampaign, it's built in like this vertical sequence here. Okay, so you put in, your whatever triggers the automation. I'm not going to get into the specifics of automations, but automations get triggered by somebody signs up for an opt-in list, or somebody buys something, whatever it may be. And I use mine by using tags for both Infusionsoft and ActiveCampaign. So let's look at the same one. I actually replicated it over here so we can see the difference, the exact same campaign and what it looks like in ActiveCampaign versus Infusionsoft. So like I said, ActiveCampaign has got like this vertical, this happens, then this happens, then this happens. And, I'm just sending out like 11 emails over a month, and we wait 3 days between each one. So very simple. And then I can remove a tag at the end. Okay. And then, so over here in Infusionsoft is a little bit different. First you have the tag that's applied, or they call it a goal, whatever triggers the campaign to start. And then what happens is, and I do like this because you can double click on it and you can get stuff real quick. Whereas when I go to find out something inside of ActiveCampaign, it's not, I double click and it doesn't give me right what I want. It gives me a little tiny preview. It lets me makes little notes. I can edit the email. And then I gotta wait, and it's kind of clunky in ActiveCampaign. I have to be honest here. It's not as slick as Infusionsoft. And see, when I click the back button, whenever I want to do something and create campaigns or edit campaigns, there's this like, I gotta wait a few seconds every time I click on stuff. So it's not quite as user friendly as the campaign builder over here. So let's see. I double click. See how that just pops right up in Infusionsoft. And you see Infusionsoft, it's like everything you can go vertical, you can go horizontal, you can drag and drop and kind of move stuff around, and it's just faster and nice. Like, I really like the campaign builder in Infusionsoft versus the automation builder in ActiveCampaign. Okay, they both basically do the same thing. Infusionsoft does have more features, like you can actually send a letter as opposed to an email. Like if somebody signed up for an opt-in or bought something, I actually can send them a physical letter, a fax. If you're living in 1993, you can send faxes. You can, there's just a few little things that I like better, and I don't use either one of the automations in Infusionsoft or ActiveCampaign to the fullest extent. I do know that Infusionsoft is known for having many more features, and it's more robust. What I really like about it, though, is the ease of use and the quickness. Like, if I want to make a quick campaign, I want the emails to just get out and pop this thing up quick, I would definitely prefer going to Infusionsoft. It's just faster. Like, I can double click and just open this email and start working. So boom, boom, boom. It just takes a little bit longer in ActiveCampaign every time you want to do something. Let me go back. If I want to drag and drop, like, a tag, it's just boom, it's right there. Where over here, I gotta click the plus sign. Come on, there you go. And then I gotta find the tag. And then I gotta remember where the tag. There's add a tag. And it's just a little more clunky. Okay, so let me delete that. But that's it for that's all I wanted to say about the automation and the campaign builder versus the automations for ActiveCampaign. Next thing I want to talk about is the form builders and how the forms work in ActiveCampaign versus in Infusionsoft. Now, at the time of the making of this video anyway, I really love ActiveCampaign's form builder versus Infusionsoft's form builder. I do not like Infusionsoft's form builder. I don't like the way it looks when you embed it into let's say a WordPress landing page. But I do like it in ActiveCampaign. So let's pull them both up here. Okay, so to build a form in ActiveCampaign, you go down to Site, you go to Forms, and we're going to create a form. So I'll call this the test form. We'll do just a basic inline. You got lots of cool options here in ActiveCampaign. And let's see, select a list. Where's my test list? Test. There it is. Okay, so inline form, got the list selected. Okay, so it's pretty cool, pretty easy to set this up and kind of change the fields that you're going to be showing. Let's see. So I got name, email. So let's see. I want to throw in, website. So I drag and drop that over. I can move email up and down. I'm just like any quality form builder. I really like the style tab on the ActiveCampaign form builder because, I like to change the like the button background color. I don't want a black button. I like my buttons to stick out. And then you can change the size of it. I can change it, make it more rounded really easily. There's just all these options where I can, just make the form look exactly like I want. It takes a little work, but you can just have more control. And then it's just really obvious on how you set up the thank you page and where, what URL you're redirected to, add an action, you can select action. There's all kinds of stuff you can do, and it just makes it really easy. And then when you go to integrate, this is what I love here is you just grab this simple embed, and then you can go embed it in your your website. So let me pause this and go pull up a website. So what I did here is I embedded a form from Infusionsoft on my website, and I embedded a form from ActiveCampaign on my website. You can see ActiveCampaign out of the box looks so much better, and it was so easy to kind of change that button to red and make it the way I wanted it. Whereas in Infusionsoft, it's really hard to get the form to look right. Now, I know that there are all kinds of WordPress plugins like Gravity Forms and different things like that, so you can make your form look the way you want. Like I use a third-party form to make form builder to make it look like this. I like to embed it right in there. With Infusionsoft, I could not do this. They got this big, ugly background that you can't get rid of, and you can't make it transparent within Infusionsoft. So for look and feel, which is very important to me because I do have a web design, agency, I want to make sure that I can make the form look however I want. ActiveCampaign, you can do that. And it's not that hard. There isn't a big learning curve. Now, I'm sure if you're a coder, you can get into Keap and Infusionsoft and you can make it look the way you want. But like I said, out of the box, ActiveCampaign's form builder much more user friendly than Infusionsoft or Keap. So another thing people want to know about is the difference in like the landing page builders. So I build all my landing pages in WordPress because I've got I've got a design background. I understand web design, but a lot of people, they just want quick and easy, pre-made, ready to go landing pages. And both of these have decent landing page builder programs. So in ActiveCampaign, you go over here to Site, click on Pages, add new page, and you got all these cool little templates that you can use. Okay, very similar over here in Infusionsoft or Keap, except you build it within the campaign builder. Let's get out of that real quick. And so you can go in here and you can customize the landing page. Very similar in Infusionsoft or Keap. You do it within the campaign builder. I'm going to double click that. And then you see all these campaign or these landing page templates ready to go, so you can start building your cool looking landing page. So now I gotta say I'm impressed with both of them. Both of them have very intuitive and easy landing page building programs. So I'm gonna give it a tie on this one. So as far as landing page builders, they both have easy to use, great looking templates ready to go. The landing page stuff in both of them, I'm going to go ahead and give that a tie. They're both great. Okay, so we already talked about the CRM a little bit at the beginning, and I was talking about how Infusionsoft has a much more robust CRM, and that's mainly why the price is so much higher, because it really does have a true CRM, whereas ActiveCampaign kind of has like a light CRM. And I'll show you the difference. So I've got myself loaded as contacts in both ActiveCampaign and then also over here in Infusionsoft or Keap. And you can see the difference here is, they both have a lot of information. I don't really like how everything's just bunched into one kind of random list. In ActiveCampaign, you can see I added a lot of custom fields in here. I like the way Infusionsoft is organized. It's got like your hardwired, basic information here. It's got your additional information here in these tabs. We put all of our login information for each person in here. You won't need that if you're just doing, some basic email marketing or membership site type stuff, which is why ActiveCampaign works great for the basic stuff. Once you really need to, have some deep information that's easy to find at your fingertips for multiple people within your organization, then you're going to want to go with Infusionsoft's CRM. Another thing I wanted to show you is like the notes down here. You can do notes within ActiveCampaign, but it just doesn't work the way I would like it to work. I don't know any other way to say that. The cool part about notes down here in Infusionsoft is it's cool. You can add a note. You can actually make different templates for your notes, which we're going to start doing for different types of services we're offering, whether it's web design or SEO. We're going to have the SEO team putting notes in certain templates and the web design team putting notes in with other templates. It's going to be really nice and make everything very organized within a larger organization. Like I said, we have 9 employees, and everybody needs to be seeing information for all the clients at any time at their fingertips without any problem, and also leaving information in there. And like I said, they also sync up with our Gmails, so anytime a client sends us an email or we send a client an email, it'll sync up with the email that's located right here and then actually notate it for us and save it all in there, so we can go and see every email that everybody in our company has had with any client at any time. Super helpful. You just don't have that with ActiveCampaign, but ActiveCampaign isn't made for that. It's not made for a company that has multiple employees where they all need to view deep information and have it at their fingertips and have all the emails saved. It just doesn't have that feature. Another feature of the Infusionsoft campaign is you can actually run credit cards and take payments. So somebody orders a web design from us over the phone, we can actually put their credit card information into Infusionsoft. It syncs up with Stripe, and then we can have all the sales that we've made over the past month, past quarter, past year, and we can have it all at a snapshot. And each client it'll show all the invoices that are paid, unpaid. You can send quotes through Infusionsoft. It'll go out to a client, and they can even click on Pay Now, and it's just got all this cool payment integration, whereas ActiveCampaign doesn't have any of that. Now, I know they have some sort of company that they work with, some sort of financial company, and I looked into it, and I tried it, I signed up for it, and it just didn't give me what I needed. I think it's more for like e-commerce type stuff. But it's just nothing compared to Infusionsoft. Infusionsoft, you can create these products, And then as far as like the pipeline, okay, so as far as like the sales pipeline that's built in with the CRM, I consider that to be part of the CRM. They both have decent sales pipelines. You go under deals for ActiveCampaign, and then as new leads come in, you can move them from different stages. Very similar over here in Infusionsoft, although it is more robust and has lots more options. So you go over here, and this one is called Opportunities in Infusionsoft. And you have your different, and there's just a lot more options here. It's a little bit more visually appealing over here in ActiveCampaign, but once you learn how to do it in Infusionsoft, it's really cool. And so when my sales guy Jake is going through and making sales and getting leads and all this stuff, I can see what's going on at any point in time. ActiveCampaign, similar, but just doesn't have the same at your fingertips type of information, so that I know what's going on with sales throughout the company. Okay, so both are very customizable. Both you can both do a lot with each one, but Infusionsoft has a higher cost, like we're talking about, significant higher cost. The CRM and the sales pipeline much more powerful. The campaign builder much easier to use and more powerful. ActiveCampaign, very clunky automations or campaigns, but it still does the job. It gets the job done, and for the price they charge, absolutely worth it. So that's my take. Those are the big things that people ask me when they're asking about ActiveCampaign versus Infusionsoft, what the differences are, what the pros and cons are. I hope this was helpful. Once again, my name is Joe Burnich, and I will talk to you soon.